that they can be business owners, that they have the mind state, to be a business owner. Another thing, it gave a perspective as to how many people did become business owners, but then when they don't want to be a business owner anymore, just whatever, like, eh, and make it seem like it was someone else's fault. So there is a lot of, we could peel back some layers on that. It would be easier to make salads instead of full on cooking. Sometimes I just don't feel like cooking, especially after a long day of driving. Just want something quick. Yeah, like wraps are good. I did a lot of overnight oats. Because my thing was the cleaning up. That was my biggest thing. Like, I didn't feel like cleaning up. Another thing I would do is on my 34, I would actually do a cleanse. So I would do a juice or water cleanse to get all that gunk out, because on the fly, you want to go to Wendy's and get a salad. The only thing about salads is that salads is loaded with water. And so what you will do is you're going to want to have to go to the bathroom. So be very careful that you're eating. You have to mix your water soluble foods with fiber, so it can keep you regular and keep you, full for longer periods of time, and you're not expelling waste as often. So, like I said, when I start the 30-day vegan challenge, the idea is that you're going to stair step your way to make a decision at the end of the 30 days to be vegan, instead of you just cold turkeying it, because that's the one thing that a lot of people do. They'll just do the vegan challenge and then hurry up, or should I say during the vegan challenge, hurry up and make a decision. Okay, I can't wait to stop because I'm going back to chicken or I'm going back to steak. And no, you want to have it where you legit build the habit of never going back, but you need to stair step it. And after 21 days, your body develops a habit regardless. The stomach would have replenished, your system would have been able to accommodate the fact that you have not put that into your body. There are going to be some psychological, mental, and attitude phasing, but other than that, what finally.
All right, people, we are live on the main channel. We are here. First of all, we went live on the regime first, had a ball. Listen, people, this is a question that we threw around. Did the entrepreneurial or the own your own business movement hurt anybody? That's the question. This guy that we got on the screen, Dan Locke, is one of the main people who really, really push this type of, own your own business situation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you did or didn't. I'm just posing the question. I was asking a question. Do you think it did? Let's listen to something he got to say.
Seeking validation, you're seeking approval. Yeah, it would be nice. I want to accomplish all these great things, but the people around me, they don't support me. So fucking what? Don't expect them to support you. If you need the...
I bet you his stuff is copyrighted. I'm not going to
okay.
Because he's like, one of his businesses is a copywriter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a legit business. Like, copywriting it's enough where it can be picked up for plagiarism. It can be picked up for you taking his content and even taking a sentence that he written.
Right.
They can bang you for it.
But I would say yes and no, because I think the people who are
passing the phone.
The people who do it knowing they don't have the attributes to do it, and they do it because it becomes a trend. I think when it becomes a trend, it becomes hurtful. I feel like for the people that's supposed to do it, it's great. But when it becomes a trend, and then you see all these people popping up and telling you how easy, once they start using the word easy, it's bad. Because nothing about being an entrepreneur or a business owner is easy.
I think if people did the approach of we're able to see what you're going through, the transparency, opposed to the puffery up front, then yes. Because when we're looking at a Dan Locke, he speaks from him getting to the destination. And we can't see what the process was. We can just take his word for it, but that's where he's gained the trust, because he's showing you the things that he knows how to showcase this to you. He's saying, hey, listen, like, you want the cars, right? You want this, you want that. So he's, showing you what you would have at the end if you followed his every step. But the truth is, we can't determine if that's the truth or the way he did things was right. So I do believe that the transparency thing is a big thing with people getting into business, because a lot of people don't want to show you that side. They don't want to show you like, hey, I had to eat oodles and noodles. That's why we like Elon Musk, because Elon Musk was the one that was like, yo, I got these billions of dollars, but I still had to pay rent. And I had to ask my parents.
I had to ask my parents for money.
Parents were like, you better tell them the truth.
Yeah, I gave it to them. I wasn't trying to give them none of my money, to be honest with you.
Having no fish in your diet is a net loss due to its many cancer mitigation properties, heart disease prevention.
And wanted to stay on the topic, people, please.
I'm sorry.
I know. I feel like if you didn't even want to do your job correctly, you don't want to be an entrepreneur, because there's no accountability. You can just fail.
Yeah,
there's nobody stepping in saying, "Hey, man, you're sucking at this."
Yeah,
you just suck, and then it just reflects in your spreadsheet.
Well, like you said, it's good to get the point across, because if it does resonate with people, then good. But the majority of the people, plus we live in a very, very censored world. People think they're business owners. They didn't even do their taxes for the year, or just because they got the LLC, it's like, I'm now a business. It's like all the hard work that came from their predecessors is just always dumbed down, milked down, dumbed down. And now you have to be, in this competition with people, that haven't done what you've done. That's why, like I said, it will take someone like you. You've done YouTube for 6 years. No one on the planet can take that from you. You
Right.
put in the hard work. So when we see you home, just gaming and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Cussing.
Sorry, I said
honestly.
shush. I said shush. I didn't say the whole
You had to
speech.
curve it just then. You see your feel. She had to curve it.
Because we went from New Virginia to now.
Yeah, then I gave you a complete warning that we're going to
I
be
said
now.
shiz. I said shiz.
Shiz
So,
and shiz and all kinds of shiz.
But people will question that. People will say, well, no, like, because they believe that, how come you're not like a Dan Locke? Why are you not having the spoils of the Palace of Versailles? Why are you not driving the Benzo and the Bentley?
Yeah, see, and that's where I think it gets seriously bad, because it's like, why is that the measuring stick when most of the people who are really winning don't really push on that?
Facts.
A lot of the time that's a selling point.
Yeah. I didn't.
Yeah,
hit
she
the,
needed to hit the
No,
swear
I
jar just
didn't.
then.
I
Yes, you
said
did. Get
shiz.
off.
Oh my God.
Another thing people misinterpret about owning a business, that it takes time and sacrifice. Exactly, it does. You're talking about 20-something hundred videos, talking about dealing with a lot of crap that you deal with in this certain area of YouTube. It gets to a point, but once you start getting to the point where it's just like, yeah, I did a business, you can do it too easy. Look at Aston Martin.
Yeah.
It is not. It's not like you're just going to register the business and the Aston Martin shows up. Like, that's just, it's misleading. It, because we watched a thing last night on Netflix, was called Money Explained.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the confidence schemes, the cons, and all that stuff.
Schemes,
and they actually used him.
Yeah.
They used him. They used Grant Cardone. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And they did that because when you think about it, it's polarizing. You have one person.
I never took Grant Cardone as a scam.
No. I think what they were trying to say was, you're giving the illusion that if people follow what you said step by step, that they will be as successful as you. And that, to me, is misleading, because we don't know how far Grant Cardone was willing to go. We don't know how far you're willing to go. We can't measure to that perspective. So that's where I think, they were saying like, hey, you're same like the other guy. They what's his name? He's like a motivational speaker. He has the big hands, tall guy
with the big head.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
They be joking on Family Guy.
Yeah. So him, like, he's this motivational speaker, and he speaks in absolutes. And absolutism does not apply in America because you always have a bailout. You always have a fail safe. You can always get out of it somehow. No one holds you to the fire anymore. Not even your parents. Your parents will, either they'll say get out or, and if you can come back, maybe you can. Like there's always an excuse to smooth over why you didn't finish.
The name of it is Money Explained, and there's a bunch of like quick documentaries, like shows, like seasons.
Yeah.
And you can go, it's 2 seasons of it, and they break down how confidence scams work, how pyramid scams work, Ponzi scams work. They break down basically everything to do with money in the past 100 years. And they start talking about it, and they threw Cordone and Dan Locke in there. And I was like, Dan Locke, maybe, but Cordone, no?
Yeah, I know. I mean, because Dave Ramsey gives them credit, even though they go back and forth. I've heard Warren Buffett make references to Grant Cardone. So maybe I just think it was really, it
was loose to throw Cordone in there. Unless it's some stuff that came out that I don't know about. Y'all can tell me, what came out that would put it as that. But what I will tell people, even when I tell them, like, man, you can go lease, you can go this, you can do that, but understand that you're responsible for all that stuff.
Yeah.
You're responsible for the truck breaking. You're responsible for all those type of things. When it comes to my stuff, number one, I don't have a $3,000 course to sell you. You can get involved with the content. But at the end of the day, you got to do the work, Jack. Because at the end of the day, I'm not there with you driving.
Yeah.
All I can do is tell you this is the way you're supposed to drive. And if you don't do that, you're going to suck. It's that simple.
I think what trucking is weird because trucking is glamorized in a way where we all know it's bullshit. We all know swear jar that time for sure. That was all me. I'm so sorry.
Did you see that, Phil?
Yeah, no, Phil. Okay, all right.
Come on now.
I'll send it right now.
Gee, can you do that for me, please?
I'm sending it right now. Okay.
$5 to the swear jar.
All right. Darn it.
Jesus. Joseph, man. Can you get your point across without using profanity?
I'm trying to turn off because it's a new regime having so much fun. All right. So trucking is very black and white and it's very simple.
She still hasn't defined on.
I'm gonna send it now. It's simple, it's black and white. It's not that complicating as far as the driving aspect or, getting down the road. Of course, there's things now that are political almost. There are things that are tangible that you have to deal with, which is the interactions and dealing with relationships with the other counterparts with making your trucking business successful.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth of the matter is it should be based off camaraderie. It should be based off of, the relationships, and it should be based off of A to B making C. But, like I said,
it's one of the things where I think that the business aspect in Gibson, Gideon, don't pay for her. No.
Thank you, Gideon.
No,
thank you,
I'm gonna need my $5 from you.
Thank you, Gideon.
I'm gonna need my $5 from you.
Gideon, thank you.
I'm gonna need my $5.
How baby and a wife.
Don't do that. Give me my money, man.
Thank you, Gideon.
Give me my money, bro. You simping. I'll pay for her. No, let her pay her own junk. She cuss, bro. Gosh, for two fly in her potty mouth.
Thank you, Gideon. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yes, I would have charged you 20. You got your own authority podcast without trying. Absolutely. You making big money. Retail, banking, real estate, all have expectations to how your career is set to go. I bet you they do. But when it comes to our particular sector, what you run into is a bunch of people who this is their first time making some real money. I've been there. And the ego gets inflated. And then it's like they're instantly, this is the best way to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And what I've done, because I've put my foot in my mouth more than one time, and I've came back and said, I don't feel that way no more, is you got to watch that. Because when it comes down to it, our particular business is so volatile, bro.
Yeah.
That it don't matter if you good or not, bro. The truck can just break. It can just break. Like you can just wake up and it's just broken.
Yeah.
And then what people will do is they won't make a video. So I respect anybody who's had an issue in their business when it comes to trucking and they make a video about it, because most people don't. They'll just be quiet.
The way I was looking at it was, and you've said this before, and this made sense to me. When they're promoting to go into trucking, is usually to urban, lower class people in some type of income restriction, things of that nature. But then the flip side is that you do have a lot of people that are educated, are coming from successful careers or businesses or whatever, and they made the decision to come into trucking. And those two are very polarizing sides, because if I was successful in my previous business, I should be able to do this without a hitch. It should be able, listen, I know how to, time manage and do what I need to do and establish relationships and know how to handle a DM that's nuts and stuff. You know how to go up the ranks and write the corporate letter and all that. Like, you know how to maneuver. And then you have the people that don't know, but like you said, came across so much money at such a lump sum. They're like,
then
maybe I am pimping.
As soon as it hits your bank. And I remember the first time I got a $5,000 check from the league, and I looked in the mirror and said, "You're freaking awesome." It was me. I did it. Yeah, I didn't know that, Mando. Armando Chow.
Grant has recently been giving out misleading real estate advice to get his following to invest in his fund. I mean, I think that's what it comes.
Yeah, but what part of Wall Street does it?
Exactly. So it's like the pot calling the kettle black, the kettle calling the pot metal. Like it's all crooks. It's all robbery. So
is my juice in here?
I think it's on the 10.
I appreciate you, though. I really do. I still want my $5. I appreciate you.
Gideon got me.
He don't got you. That don't count, bro.
Yeah, you're my homeboy.
No, and that's why I say these talks are good for us to sit down and have a good conversation about, because it's like, I want y'all to understand that regardless, you got to do the work, man. You got to work, man. There's no way to get around it. I don't sell pipe dreams. Any success I tell you the back end. This job is hard. You're going to sacrifice a bunch of crap. That's why I didn't go into fleet. I just didn't go into it because it was like, bro, this is a crappy business with one truck, man. I don't want to have more than one truck. And I mean, I know my strengths, and I don't have the patience to be constantly trying to motivate somebody that need to be making money for their own situation. I ain't doing none of that, bro.
Yeah, that's a huge risk. I mean, again, like I say, using you as an example, the transparency was, you can make a clear indication if you got the booty meat to do it. Because I said, oh no, I can't be giving any one entity that amount of money up front. Like you're saying 15,000. So I said, oh, child. It would hurt me, and I ain't in it.
But see, the thing is, it would work if the freight was consistent. It would work if you didn't have to know somebody to get consistent freight. That's why you see the guys, they go over to they go to Primes and the UPSs and all that stuff, because they don't gotta freaking go through the social crap to get the load. It's just like, there's so many, you just take as many as you want.
Yeah, because I mean, I will say that if I had to compare the trucking fleet owners opposed to the mega carriers, their standpoints are very different. A mega carrier has way more of a realistic approach to tell you, like, listen, you're gonna make about 50 grand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you come lease with us, you may make an extra 20 or 30. Who knows?
You may make 60, 70.
You know what I'm saying? But with
you ain't gonna be home though. You ain't gonna spend none of it.
Yeah, they're very like, listen, look, this is what you're gonna get.
Bring your old lady with you.
Yeah, but if we were to compare it to how a smaller person would say, like, you can make all the money in the world, and it's just like, huh? And it's
or you just stick to, there's ways to do, like, even with the YouTube sector of what we do, there's proven factual stuff that you can do to get a bunch of views and make money off of this. I purposely don't choose to do them because it is misleading. When you only show the rosy goodness, people think that there's only rosy goodness. So I'm going to go buy a truck because I want that situation. Or that's why I never bought a house doing trucking, because it's too volatile. And people who do buy houses doing trucking, they don't tell you their old lady got a secure job. They don't tell you they got a secure check regardless if it goes up and down. They just act like, oh, I just did it over trucking. I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Bro, it's either two things. They're lucky, they're lying, or they live in a place where $240,000 for a house is like a mansion. When you start digging and digging and digging and digging, you'll be like, oh, they're not in no major city. where a house like that is $600,000. If you go to
Yeah.
Arkansas or Alabama or something, you can get a dope house for $190,000. You're
Yeah.
talking about a freaking payment of $600 a month.
Well, that's what makes this thing interesting, because would you have the following, or would you have, and this is not towards you, this is towards people that are doing it. If you're choosing to live a ostentatious life, if you're choosing to live this life of glamour glitz from something that, like I said, all of us know wouldn't necessarily be the case, are you willing to take that risk? Because to me, I don't think all it takes is one person to just out you. It just takes one person to say, this is not true, A, B, C, D, E, G. And then my thing is, why do it in the first place? People like Grant Cardone and stuff, I mean, they have backing. Like, it doesn't even matter what you're saying or doing. They can get out of it. Saying like mega carriers can pay you pennies on the dollar because they have this backing behind them. Like, it's like, with like CR England,
they're too big to fail.
Yeah, it's like they just have so much behind them.
If something goes on with them, it affects the country.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, well, we'll give you this break of that break of this break.
Whereas if it's a trucker, it's your family, it's your livelihood. It's, you can't show your face on YouTube no more. Like, it's just a lot of other things.
Yeah, things change, man. That's why I tell people, this is a channel that it takes crowd support.
Yeah.
Because when you go on here, you speak stuff like I speak, they're not pushing that. They're not going to push it because it doesn't help the sale. A lot of stuff that you run into is a sales pitch, man. It's a huge sales pitch. It's man, to be a good man, you need to buy a house and get a kid, which means you got to pay for daycare and you got to have a bunch of insurance. And now you need a new car. And once you do one step, it's like $300,000 worth of crap you got to buy for you to be successful at that. That's why I tell people, main thing, you got to slow down, man.
Yeah.
Slow down and figure out what you really want. Do you really want that situation? Do you want to be on? I don't understand how someone comes into the game, work for a year or 2 years and buy a house. You don't even know if you want to be in this joint for 30 years.
Because the thing, I never, and maybe I don't listen to all the lives. I apologize.
No, I don't need you to, because you react terribly.
I'm sorry.
So please don't.
Okay. But I don't think I ever heard anyone come in and say, or come in with the veneer like, I left something great to come into here and they're making more money doing here, unless I missed those lives. No,
I've heard that a bunch of times.
Okay. So
usually it's corporate people who are tired of jumping through hoops.
Okay. So then my question usually to them will be, what did they do? Because see, again, corporate has a certain schedule, usually 9 to 5 or a strict schedule, no weekends or whatever the case may be. What's the adjustment? Like, did they, get rid of the house, or do they still keep it?
Yeah, they sell the house, they sell the car,
wow. Okay,
they sell
okay.
But see what those people are misleading, because they have a technical or corporate background. Okay. So they could be like, I'm done with this and go right back into corporate. Like,
yeah,
you can't, I tell people all the time, I didn't do anything before trucking. So trucking is the end all be all to me. Most people who are successful before don't respect what they're doing in the first place.
Yeah.
So they come in here and they be like, well, I got skills to do A, B, C, D, B, B, E. And, they have a loose situation when it comes to it. When I'm talking to people, I'm talking to the people who are day ones, who are just like, this is the successful thing I'm going to do.
Yeah. Okay.
But this is the problem. When you start making, when you start putting obligations on yourself that last 30 years, the truth is the average healthy body can't do trucking for 30 years.
Yeah.
So you have to learn something else. You got to, bro. Now there's a couple ways people can go. People will just work for the company and be an instructor. People will be a tester. People can be, do different things like that, but it isn't going to be the same amount of money. And you have to be able to say, I'm going to take less money. I made the decision when I got out of the truck that I'm taking less money. I'm just done. I was so done. I was so tired of being sick and tired that I said, I'm going to take less money and just leave.
So what do you think is the most popular job title that you can have in trucking? Like,
as owner operator.
Okay. And then what would be the most common?
Common is The most common driver is just a company OTR guy.
Okay, so company owner op, would you push people to go owner op, or would you push more people, knowing what you know now, to go company?
Owner op.
Okay.
Because your body's dying regardless.
Okay, so you might
You're
get
killing
all
yourself.
the money.
You're killing yourself regardless. Like if
Get all the cash.
Right. When someone in a mega carrier pulls up to the place and you pull up to the place, y'all doing the same exact job. Just one person is walking away with more money. Yeah, he has more responsibilities, but if he's good with the stick and move, he can have a good year, have 60 grand and just quit the whole industry and be done.
Okay.
And go into something he really wanted. Like you can use it as a fundraiser.
Yeah.
And say, I need 20 grand to start a food truck. I stay for a year and a half, come up with 60.
Yeah.
Still start that food truck and have that back. You know what I mean? You have that situation. Not to mention, really, we need to start getting away from calling it trucking. We need to start calling it just having a CDL.
Yeah.
Because there's so much more you can do with the CDL when we're stuck on trucking.
I say transportation logistics. To me, that's what it really
See, now
is.
you're confusing them.
Oh, well.
CDL, transportation logistics. Like you going all the way over there and they don't want to hear that.
Here we go.
Get your CDL. And then there's a bunch of stuff you can do. There's motor coaching that puts you into heavy machine operation, that puts you in a heavy haul, that puts you in trains, that puts you into a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. Is being a trainer a way to go still? Yeah. If you're at a company that's going to pay you percentage, absolutely. Because then now, number one, you're taking all of the trainees' work. When you're a trainer, they work, you get their money. You work, you get your money. And they just get a flat rate.
I think the thing that we could take away from this is that you can fluctuate through anything. You could be an owner op that regress back down to a company, go back. Like that's the beauty, I would say, about trucking, is that you don't have to stay in any position. You can fluctuate throughout, according to, I guess, your living conditions or your whatever, situation you're in at that time. I know, let's just say like an owner op will probably be like on bad times with money or something like that. Then go company and, drive for a little bit, then, get back in the saddle. I mean, I think that's the beauty about trucking, is that you can leave for 10 years
and come right on back.
As long as that CDL's intact.
Right now, if all my stuff went down the drain and all that type of stuff, I can just call a mega carrier and be completely taken care of. I won't starve to death. But people don't understand is that's going away. Once the robots get here, that will not be an option. Yeah, you can, but that is frowned upon.
Okay,
right?
So let's start off with that, heavy B, and this is where the FU comes. See, that's the problem. If the industry allow you to come back in any way, just like any other industry allows you to come back in any way and not make you feel bad, then that means you're trucking for that glamour stuff, and that's the whole idea.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with other people.
Yeah, you should not be saying, "Oh, well, I was owner op and now I'm a company driver. What are people going to think?" And if you think like that, then you suck. You need to jump off a bridge, because you have other priorities and other things to think about other than what thinks.
People think. A bunch of people that don't like you.
Exactly.
So that's why it's one of those things where what they think is largely irrelevant, because they're lying about what you think about them ain't true.
And a lot of people that you're seeking validation from are bums themselves.
Big
horrible
time.
People themselves.
And they're lying to you about what their rate. They're lying to you about how they got their truck. They're lying to you about if the truck broke down. Half of them.
That's why they have to keep up errors, and they have to, because let me tell you something, they can't take the heat. So I mean, yeah, that phrase, believe it or not, is on a lot of people's mind. Oh my God, what would they think? And it's like, who? They.
That's why I got to the point where I just don't care. That's why I am a polarizing figure, because y'all suck. Like, you're not someone I would take advice from. So I don't care what you think.
Well, Indie Man, a lot of people sleep on how much you can make owning box truck and having different accounts. But that's what we're saying. Not everyone has the mindset to be a business owner. So it's not about the money for a lot of people. Sometimes it's just the mindset. It's the stamina. It's the persistence. It's the resilience. It's if you didn't make the money that you intended to make or thought you was going to make, are you going to crap out or punk out or leave? So
or abandon the truck.
It's not all about money. And we have this really big romance with money. Like, it's just like
it's going to fix all your problems. But half the time, the more money you make, the more problems you're going to get.
Facts.
Because your Uncle Jed, who's getting his $2,300 a month for his retirement or whatever he got going on, he ain't got half the problems you got.
Do you remember a guy called in? Right, called in. I think he was working for the Russians. He was like, "Yeah, I make like $8,000 a week, something crazy." And you were like, "Okay, so what's up? What's your problem?" He was like, "Yeah, well, I think I should leave." And you're like, "Why?" Because I just don't think I'm making enough money. You're like, "Well, what's the money for?"
I remember that dude. He was making $1,800 a week.
Oh, $1,800 a week. Okay.
And he was like, "Well, I just to make more." And then the question was, "Well, what do you need with more?"
Yeah.
If you're clearing that and you ain't responsible for the truck, I would stay right there. Dude.
I was like, "What do you need more money for?" And he literally was like, "I don't know." And I said, "Well, you've answered your own question. You got to start with there. Why do you need to make more money?" And he was like, "Well, everyone needs to make more." I was like, "What?" I said, no.
And that's the original trick.
Yeah.
Where you think that the only thing it is just the money. No, it's not. It's actually the money. It's understanding credit. It's understanding business credit. It's understanding how to leverage it. It's understanding how to make relationships so you can get it from off the teat of the mega carrier. You're not going to be winning really until you figure out how to get off the teat of the mega carrier. It's just that simple. And a lot of y'all, you're not going to get off of it because it's not wired for you to.
Yeah.
It's not wired for you to. If I walk, the owner at the A fleet at the league, they walk into the league and the owner tells them, "I'm going to get you to this many trucks." I walk into and I never see the owner. And if I do, it's just, "What's up?" So it's just not going to be that simple. A lot of this is who you know. It's who you know. You can get the baseline stuff, but the baseline stuff half the time is just a way to get money out you. So what could you possibly do? You could work hard. You can manage your money, because you can manage your money and be fine all the way around. Look at D-Raj. He was at a mega carrier and he did well.
Yeah.
So it's really relative. It's all subjective at the end of the day. What do you want to get done is a question you got to ask yourself. Don't share it with a bunch of people. That's why I don't tell nobody where I work.
Yeah.
For what? What part of it is that, because now they want to analyze your business choice and, what you're doing. I'm not telling you. I love hearing none of that.
I love hearing what people think that I do. That's one of the funniest ones. It's like, "Oh,
she don't do nothing.
She's a housewife." I'm like,
dang.
What? You take care of me?
I'm taking care of you, baby. And you could be making twice what I'm making.
I know, triple.
Right. And I could be living high on the hog right now. You never freaking know.
I know.
We could have a second girlfriend in here, and she be making all.
I know. And she like, she been on a
polyamorous.
She been on a dollar.
We can be in there just swapping booty meat and making money. You don't know. We got 2 girlfriends in here.
My girl got a girlfriend.
Right. Like, you don't know that. And we could be polyamorous. She could be like a lawyer or something.
It would give validity to you being happy, because you be happy as well. You like,
do I got 3 women in there? Yo,
that's
Keisha, close the door.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. He gotta say darling because he don't know which one bringing the water.
Yeah, thank darling. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Sugar dumpling. I could be like, that's what I'm saying. You don't know what's going on here.
Yeah. But
first of all, you don't live in the Ritz-Carlton. On this floor, and biddies don't want to live with you. How y'all know that we ain't in this joint just swinging? We could be swinging.
Can you stop?
Did we swing other night?
Now these are all sound bites. Now.
Oh my gosh, yes. I knew they was on.
I knew they was on.
You better stop.
We told you we didn't accept y'all.
Listen, Highway Journey could be swapping booty meat with us. She right there. How you know she ain't been over the house?
What's up, Highway in here?
I was over there yesterday.
Highway is welcome over here anytime.
Right.
She's lucky she ain't got a key.
Yeah, you know she got the money.
Oh, Highway Journey, like she'll take us all. Legal outlet. But then it'd be like, all right, that's it now. That's once a month.
That's once a month. And you giving up the booty meat.
Yeah.
You know
both.
Because she the one said she'd take care of dude.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. She like, you stay with me.
She was like, the reason why I don't play no games is because I'm honest. You can come stay with me. I'll take care of you. Just sit there and look good.
She's lucky she didn't meet me at 22. I'd have slid right up in that house, Jack. Knew it. Cutting the grass and everything. Screw it.
Come to think of, well, okay, so Trevor, here's the funny thing about the Emily thing. All right, so I was the one that decided and said, let's pretend that I'm Emily, and I did it because Emily, everyone loved Emily.
They
right?
did.
They loved her, but then once they found out Emily was a few shades darker,
I didn't like it.
now I was like, wait,
That's Emelina. That ain't no damn Emily. Get away from me, jigaboo.
I know. I said, isn't that interesting how
Oh, Journey said she'll take care of us.
Girl, you better stop.
You better stop.
I need a friend too. This can be a wonderful relationship.
Hey, bro.
Me and Highway Journey go get our feet together, get our feet done, go shopping, then we come out and
swan dive and all that meat in the bed. I got a king size bed too. Y'all know that. I swan dive in that thing. One nipple.
Yeah, Trevor.
I was
the white Biddy. I was the one that told him, I said, watch how this is going to go.
Oh, they loved him.
They loved
Never seen her.
And then as soon as it came out, it was me.
They couldn't stand you.
They couldn't stand me.
Ooh.
I know.
And you know what the big thing is? They wanted me to date a white girl because of my stance on interracial.
I know. It would have been the butt of the joke.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But now he said we cooning, but
he's the king coon.
My thing is, I don't necessarily think just because you have a white counterpart, you're cooning. That doesn't mean that. What I was saying was, in the current state of American black women not having no one to marry, I just don't think that it is a good idea for me to be just dating white women when I'm a awesome choice.
I mean, I did it because the whole this whole ideology that black women can't take care of their man or can't be submissive or can't be kind and nurturing and stuff like that. So I took, I take offense to that specifically because, again, I think it's not fair to even rope all black women into that. But I did it because, like I said, I get off on, curbing people like, okay, yeah, yeah, I did that.
The funny thing is all the dudes that tried to holler at you when they didn't know it was dating.
I know.
Ooh, some of them. Jigaboo.
Some of them didn't want to go home.
And we don't get rid of none of them text messages.
Nah, we don't do that.
Yeah, I was gonna hit it, but I wasn't gonna be with her. Whoa, jeez, Johnson.
What type of?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, that's bad business. I see you, Trevor. No, see, that's why I say I've been with older women before that make way more than me. And it be chill. But see, because when you deal with a woman at a certain age, they not about to be arguing with you, bro. They're not even in an argumentative tone.
Yeah.
They're just like, look, that's what you want to do.
But I feel like Highway Journey, like, she's gonna hit me up, say, see, y'all play too much.
Y'all playing. You're playing.
Y'all playing too much.
I got frequent flyer miles.
I'll be there in a jiffy. Yeah, no, but if I
Trevor said I hit them DMs.
Let me tell you something. So let's take it where I was like in the truck by myself when y'all would do the lives and stuff like that. When I got off them lives,
they'd hit you out the.
You know who really tried to get me?
Who?
Like really, and I can put him out there because he's stupid anyway. Curtis was running me down, y'all. Every live I had, every Instagram, like he was, hey,
listen, it ain't no fun if the homie can't get that. And then he'll come on here and be like, well, I'm trying to find the best woman. Stop lying, dog.
Curtis was definitely someone that was like
trying to get in them draws.
Yeah, he was trying his best to do it like nice, but to be honest with you, Curtis was someone that was like, I said, if how are you able to catch every live?
Yeah.
Every live.
He had notifications on your notifications. All that chocolate meat on the screen. I'm gonna go with that. Curtis is probably a good dude too.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Curtis hit you with that 1984 game.
Yeah.
Are you doing wonderful today, darling?
You looking absolutely strong.
How was your morning and your night?
May I massage your feet?
Yes. Don't worry about it. It's gonna get freaky, but it'll start off good. No. Oh, people show love. Let me see, we got to get people to shout outs that actually support the content. The original.
Yeah.
James Ingram, peace to the God. I must maximize my potential. That's a fact, though. Andre Thomas just said, for the love, Gideon paid for you. I still want my money.
Oh God, Gideon, you see what I got to deal
I
with?
said, look, don't let Gideon slide in and simp.
He
No,
did.
give me my $5, bro. Why you can't give it to me though?
Because you know why? Because I always give him good, kind words. I say, Gideon, my good brother, how are you, my good brother?
What they got to do with my $5?
He was looking out.
You cussed. You got to pay the ticket. No,
I'm gonna pay the ticket, y'all.
oh, your phone right there. I don't get what we waiting
my
on.
God.
Give me my $5.
Oh, let me order your food.
Don't do that.
Don't
Order the
merge.
food, then give me my $5, bro. Don't do that.
merge, Don't merge.
This you gonna order it off my card. Watch.
No, I'm not.
Navy Federal, so and so. Like, whoa. That's how they do you.
Okay.
I'm staying away.
He said, I need a tip drill. I need a tip drill. Hey. He transformed into that nice Indian guy in the DM.
Right. See, y'all, Trevor out there, man.
Yeah,
Highway journey. He'll show you a journey, all right.
Yeah. I wonder how many women do you think that are out there that would literally like take care of you, like in the trucking diaspora?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of first of all, I showed you my DMs are crazy.
I let me tell you something. When I seen your DM, so first of all, some of the stuff I seen, I was like, wait a minute, what? Like,
I'm hot. Like I'm hot out there.
It was,
and I tried to tell you, and the more popular I got, the thinner they got. That's what blew my mind, because it was like, I didn't just get sexy all of a sudden. Like, where's all this coming from? Next thing you know, crap, people got abs and the little V line. I'm like, what the world? Oh, you just so sexy. You just make it feel so good. And just like, where's it come from?
I want to hear if Highway Journey would admit if she was like, yeah, I'll be with T-Bag.
She's never told me that.
Highway Journey's like,
she's never been like, I be with. She's never said no crap like that. She's
always.
Well,
she's first of all, Highway Journey's sophisticated. She's
right. She ain't gonna say that.
Lady,
she ain't gonna say that.
Like,
she's just like, I'm just here for you. You know what that means, don't you? I tell you what, I was in Indiana, I smooth slid over there.
Yeah, no. Let me tell you something. I had an older woman one time. I didn't know. Like, I didn't get the vibe she did, because it was that, oh, I'll make you a plate of food. I'll bring you some food, or one time we went out shopping. She paid for all my.
Yeah, she wanted that booty meat.
I didn't know. Someone told me, it was like, yo, she was running you down. I was like, huh? Like, wait a minute, no way. It was like, yeah, she's running.
The way
you down.
older chicks usually get you, especially if you're a trucker, is they play on the fact ain't nobody taking care of you because you're a trucker.
Okay.
So they'll be like, when you in town, I had a couple in Nashville. Oh, I'm hot in Tennessee. That's a fact.
You're hot in Tennessee.
And some church going women too.
Oh, is that why the men don't like you in Tennessee?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm hot in Georgia. Oh, Texas, I'm on fire.
Oh, Lord.
Let me tell you about Texas. Texas try to get you. Because they down there. And a lot of them don't message. They don't comment. They message only.
Okay.
So I'll be on a live and my messages will be going off like it's the comments because they don't want to be seen.
Okay, yeah.
So they'll just be like, I don't know.
Well, that was my, no.
No, you commented.
I would, okay, this was my approach. Because I got you now. This was my approach. I would spend money. I was dropping major money in the.
That was a slut puppy.
Yeah, I was like, bam, 50, 100. And then I got into a freaking war with Toe
Dean.
Piglet.
No, it was Dean and Toe Piglet.
At first it was Dean.
Because Dean dropped 40, you dropped 50, then Dean dropped 60. Like,
then I dropped 100.
Yeah.
Then he dropped 150. Then I dropped 200. He was like, that's it, 500.
Then he called me. Who is she? Like, Dean, don't take you personal. No, because I got it now.
He did. It was like, what was that? And then it was funny, like, because I would comment on his things. He would smooth ignore me.
No.
It's like he remembered my face.
Yeah, because you tried to outball me the other day. And I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Low is another person you can't do that to. Like, no.
Yeah.
You're not going to stunt me. I'm light skinned. 150. He a gambler, so he slap it on the table. Boom.
And what was so funny, like, guys went in my inbox that day and he was like, you're so nice and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah. They're like, well, I have a YouTube channel too. I was like, what?
You can send me the dollars since you're just giving it out. See,
money.
every woman that is on my live, they think I'm doing.
Okay, yeah.
And it's weird. Every woman that's on my live, they try to holler at.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
It's like, if I was doing them, why do you want to do them now?
Yeah, because I thought men were territorial in that way. Like, they're like,
No, men share all the time.
Oh,
Like, because men are close enough, we talk about it. That's why, you know, in Baltimore they say personals. A personal is one you can't touch.
Okay.
But a free range one, they share that all day long.
Wow. Okay.
So it's not it just depends on if
So
it's
is
a personal
that
or not.
permission thing where a guy be like, yo, is y'all still together?
Wait, this is how you start a conversation.
Okay.
So let's say me and Phil in the hood somewhere.
Okay.
And I used to mess with Kim or something that work at the UPS store.
Yeah.
Phil go in there, send a package. Then he'll pull up to my house and be like, yo, guess where I was? I just sent the package and you know, Kim was looking bad in there. You know, I was like, yo, I ain't know if y'all was still, you know, whatever. And I be like, you better hit that one, you know. He like, yo, what? Like, how you like? They'll ask for strategy tips. Like, so I mean, how you? No, just like tell you to got to eat. You take it a Red Lobster. It's that. Like, it's just on and popping. Because half of these fools cheating. They already got a whole lady anyway. Yeah. So it's like everything is on the table. Now, if dude gets funny about a side joint, then it's like, what are you doing? Like, this is a side joint. Like, this is for everybody, right? But some guys, they're territorial that way. But most dudes, no, they pass back and forth all the time.
Well, Willis, I do not believe that comment. I was 21 with a 45-year-old sugar mama. So then where you at with the situation you got going on now?
One look better.
He admitted that? I asked him.
I just know better. One looks better.
Okay.
Because men, they can be in a sugar mama situation, but every man wants to be financially sound to have the type of chick they want.
Got you. Okay.
And we don't mind working for that. So it's not like one of them things where we'll take that sugar mama situation till we get some money.
Is this Curtis the Renaissance?
No.
Oh, I thought Curtis was the Renaissance. Okay.
No, I don't think that. No, Curtis, it says Curtis Taylor on there.
Okay.
Really, Phil, you didn't know. See, Phil is such a goody two shoe, man.
Her kids were my age. It was weird.
Ain't weird for some of the people in my family. They hit the kids too.
Yeah, I was 23 with a 38-year-old.
Yeah, that was around the age I was. That's why I waited till I was 45 to get married. Yeah, I mean, it's one of them. My thing is, listen, everybody need love.
Yeah.
If I was a single man, listen, dude, everybody need love. I don't have all them hangups because I can hit a 340, a 220, and a 100. I don't care. And there's something sexy about each one of those people. Like, you can't tell me that someone's knocking up a 300-pound shit. Like, it happens. So it's one of those things. If she cool enough and it's chill enough, oh, it can happen.
But you know what's funny? Like, I've said this before with, you know, I miss Big Mama because Big Mama would sit us down and tell us her stories. Like, there was a young, fine, chocolate, you know, black man. A 21-year-old would get on my leg. That's because Howard Journey got no face.
Right, she ain't got no.
Howard Journey got to call her.
Hey, baby, can you come bring me $50 for my tire? You don't got tire money? Lord, this ain't gonna work.
Or a 21-year-old coming at night at 1 o'clock. She trying to get some rest, and he coming in with that rack.
Do something? No, I don't want to do that. Yeah. Come on now. I met her in the club. I bet you did. I'm 35. Listen, when I was hitting 30-year-olds at 17. But I'm not proud of that. It's not a smart thing to be doing. But I mean, it was like at 17, it was like whatever female's gonna let me put my genitals on them, it's going down. Like there is no. I hate when dudes act like they had standards at 17. You didn't.
Yeah, I mean, same with women. Women like to disregard and act like they weren't dealing with older men when they were 16, 17. In fact, a lot of our mamas was pushing older men our way. Like, you need to deal with it because he got money. You got to make sure he got money. Well, mom, what 16, 17-year-old got the money that you're thinking that he's supposed to have at this time of his life? So
yeah, because there's a lot of older chicks that they know you're young. Like, they don't care nothing about this. Like, you can just stay with me. Yeah. I've had so many. When I was homeless, chicks wanted me to stay with them. Homeless.
Yeah, that part. But then again, you're right, because a girl could be homeless and a dude would say,
no, it's different for dudes, because usually you would think of the way people. This is the thing. Some women, want you to be at a disadvantage, so it's not as easy for you to leave them.
Okay.
So it's one of those things where is that, and not to mention that there's so many lonely women, outnumbering us like 40 to 1. so many of them that you could just be like, yo, I ain't got no place to stay. And they'll just be like, you stay with me. Because they know what that entails. Like, I'm going to abuse you.
He said, I used to do charity for big girls twice a year.
Who said that?
Ghostface.
It's sad how people talk about big people.
And what's crazy is that, okay, so let me ask you this, Ghostface. Like, would you, okay, if you had like a big daughter, would that be okay? Like, to know that, because that's my thing, is like, then you will be cool with that happening to you in your situation. So, but big girls are taking over now. That's the thing now. So that's what I'm saying. It's weird that he said that, because it's just like,
it's always been chubby. It's always been chubby chasers is what they really call them. There's always been chubby chasers.
okay.
You know, it's not a thing. Some dudes just like bigger chicks, dude. It's what it is. There's as they say, there's someone out there for everybody. A person will say, I don't want no big chick, but that's a $50 billion porn business being fat.
Okay.
People like it, dude. It's not like, oh, you're, and I hate when I hear people say, oh, you with them because you're settling. That ain't necessarily true, because
Oprah big, and I'll take
well, Oprah has a bunch of money, but what I'm saying is there's some dudes that just legit won't get erection if you're skinny. Like, they just don't like it.
Yeah.
I want a fat chick.
Yeah.
Look at a dude's porn search history. I'll tell you, it don't matter why someone's with who and who's with that. No, look at what they actually search to get off to.
But you know what's funny? I think that's why women have this whole, well, I don't know what he likes, because I'll lean over and see his Instagram and his porn, and it's like big booties, you know, covered in oil, and you know, I don't have a butt, so then they'll like get butts and stuff like that. So what do you say to that?
You deserve to die. I just think that's weak, because you could just not be with that person to be with someone who likes you. There's dudes who like rail skinny women. Like,
yeah.
But listen, as the dude told me at the shelter, there are retarded people coming in here pregnant.
Wait, I'm sorry. Dorian, what's that? I don't want to see your kneecap.
That's a mess, dude.
Dorian, go to bed. Like,
yeah, Dorian ain't gonna eat something. Go, here you go. You can have all of it if you want. Are you hungry? Tell me if you're hungry. Hold on, Devin. Delvin Streeter says $20 and says, one time for the good conversation. Appreciate the love and showing actual support for content that will not be pushed by these people. Listen, my thing is, look, it don't matter. And the only reason why I'm an outlier is because I'm saying it don't matter. That's for any dude. All it is a timetable on when the last time he did it. If a dude was stuck for 2 months and couldn't get nothing, he'll hit anything. He'll hit anything, bro. You don't. That's why the fastest way to find a liar is a dude to come on here and say they got standards. That's the first liar. But they will hit anything. A dude will be married to Sierra and hit the chick at the Waffle House. It does not matter to us, because to us it's just a way to get off. It doesn't mean that much to us.
Yeah,
it really doesn't. It's just, I got off. And you will swipe off and just go on with your life. It doesn't mean, oh, I've dropped my stocks, or no, not to us. It don't matter.
It's dude smashing pies.
Exactly. This is a real story. There was a guy who ripped the tip of his joint off because he was doing a freaking vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, no, you told me about that.
We will do in the Dominican Republic. They do donkeys. They do donkeys as a rite of passage before they lose their virginity. And grown men do donkeys like on a regular. This is in the upper hills and the hillbillies. They be hitting sheep and horses, and I don't know how you hit a horse, but they be doing it. It's men don't care. So when women say, "Yeah, he tried to smash me," that means not that.
So okay, so here's a question for the ladies. If there's any ladies here, it's 111 women in here. Oh, well, wait, it may not be.
It's definitely not.
But if there's any women here, do women, besides the money standard, what is the standard for women? Because we'll look at Kevin Samuels or O'Shea Jackson, different things like that. We're here that women saying they have standards beyond the money, which half the time they be lying. But let's just say clean slate. Ladies, if you're in here, what's a standard? The
standard is freaking simple. From 16 to 35, it's a better life situation. From 40 and on is what actually gets them off.
Okay.
So you can't, when a girl said, oh, well, I have all type of people in my past, you weren't picking dudes on how they look back then. You were picking them on their situation. Once you get a certain age and you start making your own money, it's like, I'm going to hit what I like.
Okay.
Then it's like, I'll just hit what I like. And if they're not too pathetic and they're just like, I just need someone, they'll probably take anything.
Because the one thing we always hear is money, the height.
Right.
And those are usually the most common two that we always hear. I think the other ones are usually preferential.
So it's only money.
Dreads or stuff.
It's only money.
So do you think there's women out there that would deal with a man publicly if they were giving it to them good, have money and stuff like that, but doesn't meet society standards?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, dude. You know, Flavor Flav is back in bitties, dog.
I knew you was gonna go.
I'm just saying, dude.
I knew you was gonna go.
And
there,
y'all
bro.
know if Flavor Flav wasn't Flavor Flav, you would assume he was homeless and you wouldn't talk to him. What are we talking about here? Precious just got married.
Yeah, she did.
Like, what is going on? So why are we sitting up here acting like no human has standards, dude? They have something that they live by here and there. Are their end up, like they say, a person is, their standards are as good as their options. Because if you go broke and the only thing you can hit is that nasty lady at the shelter that bring out the food, you're hitting it, bro.
Oh wait, so Howie Journey said a manly man and no pretty boys 6 and above. So okay, why? What's up with the pretty boy? Pretty boy need love too, like big women need love.
Yeah, pretty boy's got bad reputation.
And then why does he have to be 6 feet and above? See, those are the questions. It's like,
that's why small dudes are mean. Napoleon, Hitler, like that's where it comes from, right there.
And so Howie Journey, is that a standard that you press upon? Say,
Dorian said I'm 5'7".
Oh, damn, you out the running.
You out the running, buddy. Get on out of here. Too short.
Oh man, did you put the link up?
No.
Why can't they call in?
I didn't put no link up yet, and it costs money to call in. I haven't done the link in. No one said.
I thought ladies calling free.
Yeah, they not gonna call in. No, I'm not doing that. They want the link out there. The whole queue's gonna fill up with a bunch of dudes that act like they didn't hear the rules. No,
I wish the ladies call.
We know they inboxes. They want a link. They can get one.
Ladies, please say y'all want to call in, please.
It only makes sense if Highway Journey is tall. Oh, she done offended feel.
Oh,
look at the short dudes that sounding all.
Wait, who said that they were?
Dang, I'm 5'9".
Cut a brother some slack. Women like to look up, not down. Submission instinctive.
We done pulled the science out on you, Jeremy. Jeremy, she said she 5'3". She just nasty.
She like that.
Yeah.
She like that.
Hold me down. Take it. Like, whoa, Miss Journey, please.
Contain yourself.
And you got it. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Rough it up.
Oh.
Why you can see here? Why you 5'3"? You still looking up at me, Dorian? Dorian took offense, boy.
Yo, Dorian is upset. Apex is
shucky ducky. It's about to get weird.
Why you can't see her? Sacre bleu.
Right. $10-$20 at the Cash App if you want to call in and speak on this topic.
I really hope the ladies call. Ladies,
they're not calling in.
Where's Spirit Driven?
I don't know. She been gone.
I hope she's okay.
I don't know. I'm 13 inches taller than Highway Journey, FYI.
Oh, he said that he was a ex pretty boy, 6'4" Highway Journey.
Floyd Mayweather, Kevin Hart, Tom Cruise are all.
Dad, yo, Highway Journey.
Willis, you married. Stop putting your numbers out there, please. Stop.
This is not crowd participation, Willis. You are out of the running.
Willis is the hot mess. I'm with it.
I'm with it.
Highway Journey has an attractive personality. Phil, you short, bro.
I know, Phil.
You didn't make the running. Let it go. Gosh.
Why y'all so mad?
I make it feel like I'm tall. Like, no, you're short.
That's how the big one would be. A big one would say, okay, but y'all can come in my bigness. But when we talk about short men,
they get mad.
Y'all get mad. I thought y'all wasn't emotional. Don't be emotional.
I'm going to get some lifts. Yo, she really set the room off with that.
I know. Cause she just straight up had it. I told you to like her preference was like, yo, this is what I want specifically.
Yeah, but see, she's at a point where she got her own money. She could be picky.
Okay.
I don't have to look. I want this.
Yeah.
And I listen, you can stay in my house. I got all the bad women.
We know you.
I'm single, tall guy. Backup plan, TB. Listen, this is why you always in trouble.
I know. Well, did you finish up your legal situation?
Yes,
like,
bro. Stop,
on, bro.
dog. They gonna say she don't know this. Listen, bro, you get caught up. I ain't got nothing to do.
Oh
with that.
Yeah, I did see that live. I said, "Are you high?" I'm tall with my tips. Is that why y'all be wanting to have sex with the tips to keep the height? Team Mac. Now you. Oh Lord, hey, somebody go get Apex.
Why they thins though?
Mac. Let me see.
Willis tripping. She watching right now.
I know.
I don't know. I don't think I have a big. I don't have a big tall height thing. You know.
Oh, she said I dated a dude 5'7". He said my butt was too big.
That just means he had a small penis.
Oh
no, that's what my stepfather told me.
Wow.
He said he says men who like small women have small penises.
So a short man has a short penis?
That's not true. No.
Well, that's what she was
I just
saying?
said that he.
Oh.
You know, the dudes who this is the thing. When a chick got a big booty, that does affect your injury. Unless you know or unless you know how to twist her up.
Time out. I get that, but she said it in a way where it was like it was conducive to his height. Like it's like he's 5'7", so
she said TV, but it wasn't. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, listen, if you got a cool personality and you're mentally seductive, it can happen. Like I don't have none of that shit.
So okay, here's a couple of rumors we heard. We heard that big women have good chocha.
That's not
and women
true.
that have sideburns have good chocha.
That's not true.
So those are a couple of rumors I've heard. And now this is the first time we're hearing that someone short may have a small.
No, not sure. I'm just saying that if he has a problem, that's why dudes don't like bigger women because you know it's a logistics problem. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of territory.
Right. It's like, why would I go through that when I can date someone with a little butt and it's right there?
He's like, you gotta finesse the cheeks.
Listen. Willis. See, look, Apex. I like skinny women.
Big tall women give the best sloppy toppy.
Lil Hunt took offense.
Tall guys ain't in style no more. I'm 5'7". I'll curl any woman out. Yeah, offense.
Yeah, big women enjoy. That is not true. Y'all have the dumbest things. Y'all just saying anything.
I know.
First of all, your size does not have anything to do with your personality, dude. It doesn't. A lot of that's genetic most of the time. It doesn't mean you like a certain thing or a certain one. All I know is most of you skinny dudes like big chicks. Because when I usually see a very big chick, she's with a rail type of dude, a very small guy. So women wouldn't hurt too much with the bony bottom. Right. You want little dumplings. Gonna add a little meat to the bone. Women
with I guess unibrow.
Yeah.
Small.
Listen, see, this is what
y'all
I'm
done
saying.
got Apex started.
You done got him going. It's my subject here. Is they giving out booty meat today? Is that what
Height don't matter when you fold it in half. And that was from Just Phil, everyone. The nicest one in the room.
Appalled at you. I did not expect that from you. Giving up the slop. I mean, listen, I'm glad y'all are using all the code words. I appreciate that. But like I said, listen, at the end of the day, it don't really matter. You know, because it's one of them things where if we click,
true,
a little extra meat is just something to move out the way. Like it don't matter to me. Because my thing is, I will legit be in a relationship with someone who's bigger.
Here's the question.
Mm-hmm.
You start off, with someone and they're exactly to your preference.
Right.
What happens when they get bigger, get smaller, go through things? Is it?
It depends.
Okay.
It depends on if like you get like 85 pounds and it's like, yeah, we're not having sex.
Okay.
Because it's like that's like a kid to me. I don't turn me on.
Okay.
But I mean, if you get to a certain size, it'll start affecting our relationship because of the health issues.
Yeah.
So if you're like 5'1", and you get 300 pounds, like you're about to die.
Yeah.
So then it's like, dude, you're not caring about our situation because you're being selfish right at this point. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be dead soon, and I'm just gonna be stuck here.
Click over everything. She has to be in shape for me. Are you in shape, Renaissance?
Giving up the slop.
Because most people want things that they can't achieve. Like, oh, I want a banging body chick, but you have a pot belly. Or a chick will say, oh, he has to have abs, and you got neck rolls and back rolls. So it's really,
I mean, that's the half the point of sex.
you want something that's different from you.
Yeah, that's the taboo point. That's why, men with no power want to be forceful in the bedroom, and CEOs want you to slap them on the butt. Like it's the opposite of what I am. It's supposed to be a fantasy at the point. I'm 30 to 30 lb weight again. It's cool. Anything else is I work 3-4 times a week. You one of them dudes.
Older women taught me how to do the nasty.
Willis, you need to go to church some dang on.
I know.
We be trying to save you. You're gonna get in trouble one time. She drop a video, I'm posting it. I'm letting you know that right now. I'm posting that video. Then I tell Willis, look, here you go. And exactly. So
because she's going to embellish like no one's business.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, she's gonna say one of the balls stink.
He peed on himself. We can hit the gym together if she's getting big, mackish. I'm not gonna leave because you get bigger.
Well, that's what I was saying, Ghostface. Like we have the bravado, like, oh, I like this and a third, but then when you've been with someone and they get a little chubby or so, and how do you guys handle it? Do you guys, because to my understanding, oh wow,
let me tell you that it's going down. Either I don't care. Listen, if everything good, man. You got a little bigger. What you gonna do? It's what it is. All right, you want to work on it? Now, if you complain about it and don't work on it, that'll piss me off.
Okay.
Because you can get smaller if you want to, but if you get to complaining and where's my food?
It's on its way.
And that's how they do you. Then it's a problem. But if you want to help yourself out, let's do it. If you don't, then don't. Like, just be cool with having 2 necks. Like, don't talk me to death about it. The older I get, the less I care about. That's a fact. Physical attributes. Not saying it doesn't matter, but I don't care if I'm in love with her mentally and spiritually. That's a fact, though. After a while, this is one thing I learned about having women that are too attractive. This one included. There's a lot of crap that comes with that, dude. It's not simple for dudes. It actually, when you're with someone who's a certain hotness and they don't tone it down when y'all go out, it puts you in danger. Like you're in legit physical danger when you're walking around with somebody who's hot and they're trying to dress hot and get attention. It brings attention you really don't need. So, I mean, the less issues, you may have a little chubby joint and she may do what you like and you good to go. But you may have a little super duper hot joint. She 24. And, and then you got to deal with all the extra stuff that comes with that. Dude's trying to fight you over, cat showing up saying disrespectful stuff. You got to deal with that. And she always trying to say you insecure, even though she's going out of her way to dress like a thought. And you got to deal with it. It's like some stuff at my age now, I can't deal with no 24-year-old. I can't deal with it because I'm going to say mean things to you because I think you're dumb. You can't come to me with a 20-year-old conversation and think I'm going to get wrecked. I'm not. It's just not going to go there. I don't want to hear that stuff, dude. I don't care about that. I'm just not interested in dumb conversations. Like I'm trying to have really good conversations and talk and stuff like that. And you're having just stupid Lucy Vert came out. I don't want to hear that crap, dog. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's how everybody get big. It's hard to stay one way. Listen, man, it is. And that's why I say y'all talk about women's expectations being wrong, but let's be real about dudes. You with a chick, you've been with her for 16 years and you want her to be shaped like a 16-year-old. That's not true, especially if both y'all working full-time jobs. Who the heck is fighting off age weight when they work a full-time job, dude? Like, who's doing that?
Stop. Willis, my wife is like a solid 8.5 for looks, but I gotta dumb stuff down to her sometimes. Won't she just whoop me up behind?
That don't mean she ain't stupid.
I don't think she's so.
You ain't mad at her.
Might be the one stupid.
She got mad at him watching the game channel. Stupid.
Actually, got mad at watching.
Right. If that was the case, DB, you need to watch out because Two Fly is fire.
Oh God! First of all,
Listen, hold on. Two Fly doesn't dress like a hussy when we go to the coffee shop, dude. Like it's more than how they look. A lot of it is the way people dress. You can have an ugly chick that's showing half a butt cheek meat at Walmart and go run into some problems.
Yeah. Yeah, don't do that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
She not stupid, but she not too smart.
Don't try to clean it
tell
up
you one
now.
day, if she was talking, she'll say the same thing about you.
Exactly. Presentation is everything. How you carry yourself as we're not kids anymore. And I consider that dressing that way childish.
Yeah.
Just like I can consider a dude who's 38 and he's still rocking Jordans and fitted caps. You're dressed like a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
You're dressed like a 14-year-old and you're in your high 30s. Oh, it's just style. No, you're dressed like a kid. She doesn't need to. She's classy and beautiful. No, it matters, Phil. It matters, Trevor, because we're talking about we're black people.
Yeah.
If black people go on what you show them, and if she goes out there like a thought, that is exactly how they're going to treat her.
Thank you, Phil. See?
I can't be with one woman only. Apex, we know you are degenerate, bro. You don't have to explain it to us. We know you got issues, bro. We know that. I must be real. I consider that. I consider not having sexual discipline a degenerate act.
Yeah, you straight up. Like, we know you're a degenerate.
Yeah, we accept and love you for it, bro. It is what it is. You don't gotta explain it. No one's telling you not to be, dog. You don't gotta come here and be like, no, you are what you are. Yeah. I'm still mad since it's closed. I don't even know what that mad stain. What is that?
I'm mad. Steinmart is closed.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's like a thing, store, like a TJ Maxx almost. 40 and up for me if I'm single.
And I like someone, let's say I'm a single man in the city, right? I'm single, I stay in a Ritz-Carlton. You know what I mean? I got a nice pickup truck. Everything's nice. It start right up. I smell good and everything like that. Got my own money. I ain't dating. If I'm just gonna be dating for a while, I'm not dating no chick that ain't got her own crib and her own stuff. Because it's like I'm not dealing with the whole issues and all. I'm not dealing with all that, especially in my older life. If I was to come single again, I'm not doing the kid thing either. You can have kids. I just don't want to be around them. Don't bring me around your kids. I'm just not doing that. I've done it. It's a lot of hassle, and at this point, I don't feel like it has to be struggle love.
Yeah,
I don't need that, bro. Listen, you got kids. You keep that on your own time. When you are free, chill. When you're not, hey man, it sucks. Well, you can just come over here and no, I cannot. No, I cannot. I don't want to go be around your kids.
Phil is going through it. He was like, dude, I love Steinmart. Like, it is tragic for him right now. Shout out to Phil. Let's all keep him in prayer. He is going through it because Steinmart shut down.
What is Steinmart?
It's like a store. It's like TJ Maxx. You know TJ Maxx, right?
I do know TJ Maxx. I never heard of Steinmart.
Oh, Howie Jones said my kid's grown, so I can.
That's all love.
What's
Just
up?
keep them in check when they come over.
What's up?
I don't want dude to be my age looking at me like, so you went and hitting my mom's.
Don't touch my Doritos and don't touch my mama.
Yeah, and I'm like, yes. It's disgusting. She's nasty. You shouldn't be around her at all. I dress like a golf club member. Exactly. So it's like, what at the end of the day, what is the point of dealing with somebody where you got to deal with a whole bunch of issues, man? I've been killing the game in the box truck. Thanks for some of your stories. Ain't no problem. They sell like cards and trinkets and special. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Best thing about my wife is that she is cheap.
Willis, she ain't gonna be cheap when they got time to get you.
Willis, why everything you say is bad, bro? It's like it comes off so terrible, dog.
Dorian said I eat the kid's snack to assert dominance.
The kid over there looking at him and he's like, take your cookies. You hear me? I'll take your cookies.
Oh, that's
drunk all the juicy juice.
Willis, like, stop.
That's your man's and them. She be up.
Couponing. Willis, what you eating? I know Willis eating.
He eat right now.
Pork chop, rice.
Eating a snickerdoodle. Yo, I see you.
The lawyer fees won't be. I know, right?
Listen, that's what y'all want to do. I don't get involved in it. Don't talk to me. None of that. Dog. I don't know what y'all got going on. All I'm saying is, If you want it, you can get it at the end of the day. All that, I got a bunch of standards. Listen, it don't
Okay,
matter.
so wait, so Highway Journey. I know Highway Journey's still in there. So, but okay, if he has the things that you said, like let's say he's a manly man, he's not that attractive because you said no pretty boys, and he's 6 foot and over. What are the virtues that you would want him to have? So, you know, should you be able to leave your pocketbook around him, and you know, you know, things like that.
Steal
Like,
your AAA card.
what? Because us women, we will talk about the physical, and women do it a lot. And the things that they say that they want, you know, Pookie and Ray Ray usually don't exemplify that. So I think that's a thing that, and same for guys. I mean, I rarely hear guys. I do hear guys say, well, she gotta be loyal. You gotta be around. You gotta do this. Like, I never really hear what people say as far as virtuous, or should I
Because
say
people
virtuous.
don't care about virtues. People want to bump uglies.
6'5" is not 6 feet is not an accomplishment.
Jesus, James.
Jeez. Or should it? We have to quote D-Raj. Dimes ain't really.
Bang, bang, for real. That's 5 to 10.
That's not an accomplishment.
Women say a lot, but do different.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's getting thick up in here.
It's getting thick.
I'm getting thick. Listen, I think that when nobody knows what you're doing,
Mhm.
none of that stuff matters. Women don't care about the physical. They're smarter than that. You give them way too much credit. I just want someone who loves me as much as I love them. Simple. That ain't what you said, though.
I know you didn't start off with
You
that
said
already.
they can love me if they're 6 feet tall.
If they're 6 feet tall.
If they ain't 6 feet tall, screw your love. Grow.
Well, okay. My thing is, what's wrong with? Let's talk about the pretty boy aspect. What is because isn't Idris Elba, isn't the women that we, or should I say the men that women pawn over, aren't they all considerable pretty boys?
Well, Idris Elba's not considered a pretty boy. He
He's
ain't
not?
light skinned enough to be a pretty boy. No, he's just he's more of a rugged person. He's not considered a pretty boy.
Okay.
But someone like Shamar Moore is a pretty boy.
Okay.
He's considered a pretty boy or something like that. But somebody, not even like, some people they like them, but they're scruffy.
Okay.
Then they're not a pretty boy. You got to be like put together to be considered a pretty boy.
See, I always
like,
thought that
the
because,
bars.
When we think like a project, like someone that you can polish and, so I don't understand the whole pretty boy thing. But I'm guessing you're saying physicalities.
Usually it means a light skinned dude. It means a light skin, good skin, perfect hair, pretty boy. Like,
okay.
That's what it means. Some people say that's why you start hearing people say he has a rugged sexuality. That means he's not necessarily attractive, but he has an attractive thing about him.
Well, I mean, is that applicable to women? Because I know there's women that are gorgeous and women that are sexy.
What's her name? Like Lady Gaga is not considered a bad joint, but she's attractive in her own way.
Okay.
Amy Winehouse was another one too that wasn't really considered.
Okay.
But someone would say Erykah Badu, but Erykah Badu was really gorgeous.
Yeah. No, let's not do that.
She don't want to compete in the mirror anymore.
Jeremy is on a roll.
Right. Pretty boy means they wear skinny jeans and makeup. Trevor, why are you taking shots at the new people? Listen, they want to wear skinny jeans. Let them wear skinny jeans, man.
Because like the skater guys wear skinny jeans, and I'm guessing like models wear makeup. So it's interesting to see how people, their interpretation of things.
If a girl wanted me to wear skinny jeans, I would never talk to her again. I'm not doing that. First of all, I'm a grown ass man. So don't do that.
Delicious.
Yes.
Delicious.
I'm no grown man. Delicious.
You're like, yo, D, wait up.
No. I mean, where do you stuff your genitalia in them little jeans?
I guess you gotta fold it up. Like, right?
Yeah,
like
you obviously don't have a penis. Like, just fold it up and zip it down. No.
Like just, fold it in. That's
slim fit only over here.
I'm trying to get him to open up the line so we can hear how crazy y'all gonna take it, but
no, I got to go. I ain't gonna be on here with them all day.
Oh.
And I ain't gonna be a whole bunch of dudes calling in. Willis gonna call Dorian.
Yeah.
They're gonna say the same dude stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and there's no way they're gonna stay clean if I let them in. Right now, we haven't lost that demonetization.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. I just wish women would call in. I don't understand why they don't. Highway is giving it to y'all. She's an
Listen, Highway, go to bed. What are you doing?
She's an outfit. So
listen, and I know y'all make money, so don't come on here trying to live with me. You make money because you in this live. Don't do that. You got a CDL. Good genetics people just hate.
He said, why everything gotta be light skinned TV? There are pretty dark skinned people.
Who said that?
Francois Diesel.
First of all, you light skinned. ain't no real ain't no goddamn Francois. No, it's if you understand the art of cooning, that's usually what black people mean by pretty. It's light.
The most important thing as you get older, you want a strong woman by your side that can grow with you. Give me the determination of a strong woman. I hear this all
hold on. And listen, how we classify people in Hollywood is how the society looks at it. When they talk about Morris Chestnut, it's a rugged attractiveness. He's a strong this and that. When they talk about Shamar Moore, they say he's pretty. That's how it works. When they talk about a light-skinned woman, they say she's feminine and dainty. When they talk about a dark-skinned woman, they say she's strong.
Yeah.
So don't try to flip it on me, dog. A, you're not smart enough. 2, you don't understand jigabooing. I get Chocolate Factory vibes from Highway Journey. No dark man is pretty boy. That's like a man using the word fab.
Wow. Yeah, no, the strong woman usually, when I hear that, that's going towards a woman, a black woman,
a dark one.
Because I don't never hear y'all say the white woman strong
or a racially ambiguous woman. Y'all don't ever say she's strong.
Yeah, so
don't try to flip it. It's based on what the society thinks and all that stuff. It's the same way when a woman walks onto the screen and she's dark skinned, they play aggressive music. When she's light skinned, it's like, and she just kind of floats over there to it. Arch eyebrows type cat. Exactly. The metrosexuals. Yes, I knew it. You didn't have to tell me because it was a light skinned comment. Like I already knew what it was, bro.
So light skinned people be trying to help the black people out, but still can't understand it from a black person's perspective and be trying to campaign for them. Why do light skinned people do that?
Because they still want to walk around like they're black and they want to walk around. I went through the same thing. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't go through the same thing I went through.
Yeah.
Is Loshan a pretty boy? I'm sure people consider him a pretty boy.
Yeah.
I can't breathe and skinny. What? I'm sure not ideal can hold her own. She's competent. All that stuff. Yeah, I hear y'all, man. Dark skin, the Fresh Prince was a strong one. Exactly. Dark skin Aunt Viv, a Fresh Prince, was a strong woman.
So was light skin Viv?
She was considered more feminine. Some women just have. I
don't want my wife to be a strong woman.
Why not? Why not? I don't want to go down and some weak heifers over here trying to freaking make sure I'm good until I come back to consciousness. All right, if you say you got to die, pull the plug. Like, no, I don't want that. Fight for me a little bit. Jesus Christ. Dark skin Harriet Winslow. Yeah, Harriet she was that John. He can get his feet and hands done, but no polish. You got a lot of rules, Highway.
Yeah, we gotta run up the tally.
She in the place looking up like, you just gonna put polish on there?
That's what you about to do.
Use a condom tonight. Use a condom. Dark skin. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know what that means. Listen, people, it's been fun. We came on here. We've been on here for 3 hours. You weren't on New Regime channel, so you didn't see the first hour. But I'm raised her to be strong. That's fact, but that's not how people are going to look at her. They're going to look at her as all dainty and feminine.
Yeah.
I'm a great looking dark skin. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
And my thing is, you can raise her to be strong, but as soon as she realized that she can utilize her light skin to her vantage point, all that raising is out the door.
Exactly. You raise a daughter with a big butt, she gonna use that big butt. It is what it is. I go with the girl to get manny and petty. I'm sure y'all do. Listen, it's been good. I bid you adieu. Don't do drugs. And we got through this. Hopefully, Two Fly didn't get us you know.
It's gonna be a green check.
Do
Shout out to
you
Gideon.
You ain't sent me my money yet.
Oh my god! But I got you your food.
Where's my money?
I rebuke thee in the name of Jesus.
And that's how they do you. And that's how they do you. How to raise a boring girlfriend, wife. Y'all got issues.